FBI Director Kash Patel says his agency arrested a Wisconsin judge accused of helping a man avoid immigration enforcement. Judge Hannah Dugan allegedly escorted the man out of her courtroom through the jury door after learning immigration authorities were looking for him. So the mayor of Milwaukee spoke out against the arrest. Let's take a listen to that.
These folks, they may be victims, they may be witnesses, civil case participants, or people who receive traffic tickets. When these folks are driven away, that makes our community less safe. These folks should be encouraged to participate in court proceedings, not being encouraged to go away from court proceedings. But that's what these actions actually cause. They're not going to participate in court cases if they fear being swept up in immigration enforcement.
CBS News Department of Justice reporter Jake Rosen joining us live now. So, Jake, what happened that led to Dugan's arrest?
Well, according to a sworn affidavit by an FBI officer who worked on this arrest, we saw kind of an escalation slowly throughout the morning that about 8 a.m. an arrest team showed up to arrest this man, Eduardo Flores Ruiz, who was in the United States illegally and then was deported back in 2013. He found a way to re-enter the United States illegally, and when his immigration fingerprint database matched with an alleged crime that occurred in Milwaukee, ICE assembled this team to go arrest him at an appearance of his local criminal proceeding there in Milwaukee. A woman, according to this court filing, took a picture of this team of federal ICE officers and federal law enforcement officers waiting in the hallway outside the courtroom, waiting for this man and his attorney to walk in. She showed the judge. The judge walked out, got very aggravated, and basically said, "You can't arrest him here. This is private." While courtrooms are obviously public, this hallway and this courtroom is not a place for an arrest. While the judge kind of brought these people to the chief judge's office to sort out that issue, the judge allegedly told this man, "Come with me," and escorted him and his attorney outside through private entrances. From there, he found an elevator at an end of a hallway that one agent who remained on that floor found him, chased them down the elevator and outside, where the foot chase ensued. Eventually, this man was detained and arrested. But we saw that, and then early this morning, the FBI arrested this judge, Hannah Dugan, who's a longtime judge in Milwaukee County Court in where she was charged with 2 counts of obstruction. And we've seen a really tough pushback from the White House and President Trump's advisors and the Department of Homeland Security, and especially Attorney General Pam Bondi, saying they're going to continue to prosecute this case, especially given the emphasis that the administration has made on making these arrests, and a lot of them publicly, as a kind of a show of force, that they are willing to do this counter to what the Milwaukee mayor said there.
Jake, that's good information. We also want to go to live pictures of a protest protesting the arrest right now. You're looking at live pictures. The FBI arresting Wisconsin judge accused of helping a man avoid immigration enforcement. So, Jake, while we have you, do we have any idea of what this legal fight will look like between the judge and the Trump administration?
Yeah, the next hearing in this case will be in a couple of weeks, May 15th. We saw Attorney General Pam Bondi say on another network earlier today that we're going to prosecute you, to this message to Judge Dugan and any other judges who at least allegedly have helped kind of facilitate moving people and alleged migrants out of this away from federal law enforcement. I think really the big thing to consider here is that this really escalates the fight that we've seen in the courts between the judiciary and the executive branch. While this is not a federal judge by any means, this is an active judge. We saw the administration tout yesterday that they arrested a retired judge who had allegedly helped hide an illegal immigrant from federal law enforcement. This is obviously a different situation, acting judge, and really, like the Milwaukee mayor points out, a lot of the witnesses in this room were kind of part of rolling court proceedings, and we'll see how many of them are testifying and whether these cases kind of stick. These are usually more lower level offenses that the Trump administration is really going after as a big deal, and at least in their eyes it's rightly so, because there is this view that they see of judges protecting people who are here illegally from deportation. We've seen it in Washington, D.C. with these Alien Enemies Act deportations. We've seen it around the country with judges protecting students whose visas have been revoked, and so this is certainly just one very high profile example that the FBI set out to make today.
We'll continue to follow it, as will you. Jake Rosen, thank you so much.